Hello, everybody. This is Nelson Virgil introducing our new and free Hormone Calculator Suite. It's basically a page that I designed to include 5 calculators. And when I say calculators, are mostly dosage calculators. Like, for instance, if you click here on, by the way, you can find the calculator right here on the tab that is called Calculators on ExcelMale.com. So you click here on the testosterone dose one, and you basically can calculate the volume inside the syringe for your based on your milligrams per injection or injection frequency, etc., etc. So these are different types of syringes: 0.3 mils, 0.5 mils, 1 mil, and 3 mils. Most of us use 1 mil insulin syringes, but some people use the bigger ones too. So. But anyways, excuse me. So you choose the ester type, although that really is not as important as all the other variables. The weekly dose that you want, you can type it in or choose it from here from the menu. The concentration of the vials. Some companies sell testosterone at 200 milligrams per mil. Some 100 foreign countries outside the United States, 250 milligrams per mil, etc., etc. So it's usually 200 milligrams per mil. Excuse me. Some people get 10 mil vials, some 5, some even 1 mil vials. That they're becoming more common. Number of vials that you have, and this is used to know how long your next refill will be for. Anyways, and you choose your injection frequency. Some guys are injecting daily, every 36 hours, every other day, every 3 days, twice weekly, every 10 days, bi-weekly. And that's basically a personal preference, and also what the doctor recommends for you to do. So you basically are telling the calculator that you want 150 milligrams a week. Your vials 200 milligrams per mil. The vial size is 10 mils, and you're going to inject twice weekly. So what would the volume and milligram per injection be? Milligram per injection, 75 milligrams, obviously 150 divided by 2. Volume per injection, 0.375 if you choose, obviously, if you choose this one or that one, depending on what syringe size you have. Injections per week, obviously 2. You have basically 90 days that your vial would last for, 26 injections in a 10 ml vial. So obviously, depending on your syringe size, as I said, most of us are using insulin syringes to inject subcutaneously or shallow IM on the delts. It's 38 units, so that's how it looks like. Okay, so this is the most common question I get on ExcelMale.com and also on the testosterone replacement Facebook group that we have also 52,000 guys there. Anyways, the HCG mixing, it's a little bit different because HCG is provided in a powder along with bacteriostatic water in a separate bottle. So the ampule or the vial strength, 5,000 is not uncommon, but you can choose, as I said, anything. You can type it in, or usually some companies sell only 2,500, etc., etc. And what I use in HCG is measured in IUs, not in milligrams like testosterone. So 500 IUs, and desired volume per injection. You don't want, so if you don't want to inject more than 0.25 mils, the reason that you should decide on what you want to do here, on how much volume the injection should be, is because the calculator will tell you how much bacteriostatic water you have to add to this 5,000 IU vial. So 2.5 mils of water to be added. Final concentration of the entire vial. When you 5,000 IUs in a vial, then you put 2.5 mils, is 2,000 IUs per mil. So you will have 10 doses in each vial. You'll know when to go for a refill. and the volume per dose is 0.25 mils. So you basically, like you told the calculator, I only want to inject this much. So that's really a personal preference. And you should be aware that HCG should be refrigerated after reconstitution and used within 60 days. That's really the recommended manufacturer time, but some people are extending it with the same good results, one of them. So it's not all cast in stone. The next one is a very interesting one. Some people may say it's there's no use to use something like this, but there was a study done by Dr. Larchman that was published really 6 years ago, where they suppressed testosterone in young men and older men, and then injecting them with different doses of testosterone to see what the estradiol and DHT levels would be at each dose. So that study had a modeling, a mathematical modeling that I loved. It's the only study in history to do that. And I used the modeling, the algorithm, to calculate what in this study, depending on your age, you can choose if you're over 60 like me or under 60, how much your total testosterone was in your blood work, or how much you're targeting it to be. And then it predicts only from the model of the study, by the way. So this is a predicted, estimated, not standard guidelines that you have to go by. Okay, this is just to know how far you are from this number that Dr. Larchman found in his study. So predicted estradiol 33 picograms per milliliters, and notice that estradiol is also measured in different units than testosterone. Testosterone is nanogram per deciliter. Predicted DHT 52 nanograms per deciliter is also different units. This is very confusing for most people. Predicted free testosterone is usually around 2.2% of total. And the predicted testosterone to estradiol ratio. If you convert the picograms per milliliter of estradiol, you have to make sure you just multiply by 0.1 and then divide testosterone by estradiol. 18, which is not bad. Some studies have found that TE ratios over 11 to 14 are healthy. Anything under that is only seen in men with low fertility rates. But anyways, so this is, and the total estradiol percent from total testosterone is only 0.55%. People think estradiol is a big proportion of total testosterone. It is not. So anyways, that's for this calculator. Then we have a simple one, unit conversion for Europeans or anybody outside the United States that wants to convert or somebody like me that moved to Europe, from nanograms per deciliters to nanomolars per liter. And for instance, 500 nanomolars in the UK. And this is how much that is, but let's go for nanograms to nanomolars. So 500 is 17 nanomolars per liter. All right, and there's a range here that was also derived from a study. But as I said, it's just a range, it's not absolute, okay, for any of these conversions. Free testosterone usually tends to be, if you're in optimal levels, around 2% of total. But you can also calculate it from three numbers, from the total testosterone, sex hormone binding globulin, and their albumin. And some doctors run these three tests and calculate it with this equation. However, and this is the Bernoulli equation, which was the old ways to calculate free testosterone before we had a fancy equilibrium dialysis, which is really the gold standard, more accurate way to calculate free testosterone. This is only for those of you that do not have access to equilibrium dialysis and want to have a calculated free testosterone, even though it may overestimate true values, especially in cases with abnormal sex hormone binding globulin or albumin levels. So that's it. 5 calculators free of charge. You don't have to be a member of ExcelMale.com, but hey, we want you to be a member, so please join us. All right, hope you like it. Bye-bye.